Good evening and welcome. It's the final game on the schedule, the first day of the Baseball Northwest Championships. Looks like we're going to go ahead and get an early start on this ball game here. They'll have a couple of moments to go, but Dante Grant leading off for Washington Metro South. Grant out of Puyallup, Washington. Left-handed hitter. Leadoff hitter of the game. He'll start out the game in center field. And a leadoff walk for Grant. So the leadoff man is aboard here in the first inning. And that'll bring up Brett Ellingson. Ellingson playing left field. Lefty hitter, also a pitcher. 6'3", 170. He's also from Puyallup. And he'll go ahead and go the opposite way. Base hit to left field. Ellingson with the double. So the first two hitters are aboard for Washington Metro South. Grant with a single, Ellingson with a double. So we have runners at second and third for Gavin Brubaker. Brubaker, 5'11", 165. From Curtis, playing shortstop. Great opportunity here to get his team on the board first. Swing and a miss. And the pitch gets away, and scampering across and scoring is Dante Grant. So Washington Metro South on the board first. A 1-0 ball game. And moving up to third will be Ellingson. And at the plate, Gavin Brubaker. There's a strike. 3, and that's the first out of the inning. Pitching is Bryce Johnson, right-hander from East Lake, Washington. 6'3", 220 pounds. And now he'll be pitching to number 35. Isaiah Affleworth. Affleworth, third baseman, 6'4", 175, out of Federal Way, Washington. He'll foul that back. He's got a runner on third. One down. It's a 1-0 ball game early. Johnson comes to the plate. But he makes quick work of half a work. Two down in the inning. Ball goes back to the screen. And Ellingson comes across. So 2 runs come across for Washington Metro South without the aid of an RBI. Grant and Ellingson. Now Amari Goodfellow at the plate. Amari will take over in right field in the 3rd inning. And Goodfellow works a walk with 2 out here in the top of the 1st. Amari Goodfellow from Auburn, Washington. Down at first, taking a nice little lead. J.J. Goodfellow now up. First pitch is a strike. So runner on first, 2 out. Top of the 1st, Bryce Johnson on the hill for Washington Metro East. That pitch fouled off. So you got Amari Goodfellow and J.J. Goodfellow. J.J. at the plate, Amari on the base paths. That one in the dirt. Throw down to second. And he's out. Washington Metro South score 2 in the 1st. And we've got Washington Metro East coming up following this timeout on Table Rock Sports.
Dad, I was afraid to say this to your face, but I heard you yelling again from the stands during my game. You were shouting at the coach, the refs, even the other parents. It embarrasses me when you yell at everyone. It really stresses me out. I love sports. I love my team. I just want to play, but not if you always lose your temper. Love, Katie.
Know your role. Learn more at southernoregonsports.com.
Brett Haggerty warming up for Washington Metro South, wearing number 32. As you can see, a right-hander, 6'5", 210 pounds, from North Thurston. Leading off for Washington Metro East will be number 30, Adam Kim. Kim starting this evening in center field, 6 foot, 165 pounds. Right-handed hitter from Issaquah. Little conference on the mound to get things started, and here we go. Adam Kim standing in. First pitch, a ball. Count goes 1-0. Ball hit foul down the right field line, just to our immediate right. Not making it the most fun camera angle in the world for Jonathan McCreary, our cameraman, but it's out of play. Kim, leadoff hitter for Washington Metro East. There's a strike. 2 strikes to the leadoff hitter. Haggerty comes to the plate. Kim gets a piece of it. Delivery beats that on the ground. Two-strike count to the leadoff hitter. Kim working a good at-bat here, seeing lots of pitches from Haggerty. Leadoff hitter doing leadoff things. A swing and a miss, and he'll strike out. So Haggerty gets out of that one, no worse for wear. And that is out number 1. That'll bring to the plate Jackson Gore. Gore, he pitches. He's an outfielder and also plays third base. Throws right-handed, hits left-handed. 6 foot, 165, out of North Kitsap, Washington. So a versatile player. Haggerty. He'll even it up at 1-1. Haggerty gets the strike there. So Brett Haggerty appearing to find his groove here early on. Gore fouls that back to the screen. Cole Krepchik on deck. Gore getting the start in right field. Now come to the 4th inning, and we see a lot of these guys moving around during the course of the game and getting looks at different positions. That's a ball, and what'll happen with Gore is he'll move over from right then to left. 2-2 the count. 1 batter down. And I obviously got off on my count there, and Gore draws the walk. So Jackson Gore drawing the bases on balls. Cole Krepchik, 5'11", 170, infielder, starting at second. At pitch high, it goes 1-0. Throw over to first. Gore gets in under the throw. Haggerty Gets that one over for a strike. Swing and a miss. Strike two, 1-2 the count. And a swing and a miss, strike three. Two outs here in the inning, both via the strikeout from Brett Haggerty. And up is Jack Holmes, wearing number 37. He'll beat that one into the ground. Count goes 0-1. Holmes playing first base. 6'6", 230 pounds. Throw back over to the first. Keeping an eye on Gore, who got on a walk. Haggerty comes to the plate. Call from the man in blue is a strike, making it 0-2 with two out. Holmes from Newport. And he'll foul that one off, and running in to make the catch is the pitcher. And that will end the inning. So after one, it is Washington Metro South 2, Washington Metro East nothing. We'll be back after this quick timeout.
Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford. We've stocked up with over 200 new vehicles from Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, and of course, Ram trucks. Choose from one of our largest inventories ever of new Jeep Cherokee 4x4s. Test drive a new Ram 1500 and see why Ram is Motor Trend's back-to-back-to-back three-peat truck of the year. And remember, we've added the convenience of test drives from your home and an online process to purchase and deliver your new vehicle. You'll find the new vehicle you want at the low price you deserve. Only at the Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford Superstore.
Welcome back to U.S. Cellular Community Park, field number 9. Jim McCoy here on the mic. Jonathan McCurry and Johnny McCoy on the cameras this evening. Giving you that two-camera look, doing the best we can to give you the best view of the action that we possibly can. Alex Overbay getting ready to come up. First baseman, right-handed pitcher. Seems like I remember a Lyle Overbay in the major leagues not so many years ago. Any relation? Makes you wonder. Overbay playing first base. He's out of Tumwater High School. 6'2", 190 pounds. We'll see him this inning along with Grayson Riviere and Caleb McNeely. Taking his warm-ups for Washington Metro East. Have Logan Anderson in the ball game. So Anderson here on in the second. 2-0 ball game. Washington Metro South in the light blue jerseys with the 2-0 lead. We have a pop-up over to right field. Can't get to it. It's in fair territory. Overbay round second base, and he's going to go ahead and zoom on into third. Alex Overbay with the leadoff triple. Gore trying to make a play on it there. Couldn't get to it quite in time. Had a long way to go to get that. Now the left-hander Anderson. Getting set to take on Overbay. Actually, that was Goodfellow with the leadoff triple. My apologies for that. Again, that is J.J. Goodfellow, the right fielder, hitting that leadoff triple. And then it's Alex Overbay, the first baseman, at the dish. Oh, those first day blues. Yeah. It's okay, just okay. Overbay. I guess the left-hander Anderson. Overbay works the walk. Now we have runners at the corners. Now up at the plate, Grayson Raviel, wearing number 34, catcher and first baseman. He's starting out as a hitter tonight, but he will take over behind the dish at the fifth inning. That one fouled away, so we have runners at the corners. Nobody out. Leadoff triple by J.J. Goodfellow, followed by a walk to Alex Overbay. There's a strike. Grayson Raviel. From Tumwater. Anderson comes to the plate. Overbay acting like maybe he's not posing a big threat to steal. That pitch fouled off by Raviel. We have Caleb McNeely, the starting catcher, on deck. Two nothing ball game. Metro South scoring in the first. And that's a strike. And that'll send Grayson back to the bench. First out of the inning. That'll bring up Caleb McNeely. Lefty hitting catcher. 6 foot, 200 pounds out of Timberline, Washington. Swing and a miss for McNeely. The count goes 0-1. Next pitch, that one's low. Leaving up the count at 1-1. Nice pitch by Anderson against McNeely. Out of the stretch. Head out to left center field. McNeely with the double. McNeely making it a 3-0 ball game as Goodfellow comes home. Overbay goes to third. So runners at second and third. One out. First pitch is a ball. It's 1-0. Emilio Feliciano, number 21, from Auburn Mountain View. He's playing second base this evening. He'll take the pitch low. So it's a 3-0 ball game, one out, and two runners in scoring position. Jay O'Neill on deck. Anderson, a little conversation with his catcher, Varga. Anderson comes to the plate. That's a strike. Count 2-1. One out. Runner on second and third. Top of the second. Swing and a miss. Count now even at 2-2. So Anderson battling through a little bit of a jam here in the second inning. It's always, I would imagine, for a coach to look and kind of see how a player battles through adversity. Have a ball hit down the right field line. That'll go for extra bases. And a pair of runs will score on the double by Feliciano. Overbay comes home. McNeely comes home. And now it's a 5-0 ball game. Jay O'Neill, wearing number 25, hits it to short, throw across the infield is in time. Runner at third is Feliciano. Now it's Dante Grant who hit a single in his first at-bat. Count 1-0. Dante Grant, the starting center fielder this evening. 2 out in the inning. That pitch high. Anderson out of the stretch. And a strike the call. Grant awaits the offering, and that one's in the dirt. Feliciano, their runner at third. And Grant gets on with a walk. So once again, we have runners at the corners. 2 out. And Brett Ellingson, who hit a double in his first at-bat and scored a run. Pitch goes for a ball, 1-0. Ellingson starting out in left field this evening. It's a ball. Count goes 2-0. Ellingson will foul that one back. He's still ahead in the count. Ellingson with pretty good size. That's 6'3", 170 pounds from Puyallup. Same place as the hitter ahead of him in the lineup, Grant. Anderson, a little courtesy call over to first base. Runner takes off. Throw down to second. And now running in home is Feliciano. So that another situation. We've seen that before today where the runner at first will take off, stealing a base. The catcher will make the throw, and that opens the door for the lead runner from third to score. Ellingson with a man in scoring position. Dante Grant. That's a ball in. He will draw the walk. So Ellingson with the base on balls. He'll head down to second, and now up will be Gavin Brubaker. Coach calls timeout. A little discussion out on the hill. Want to get out of the inning having limited the damage as much as they can. Try to catch up on my housekeeping here. Make sure we're current with everything. Grant down at second. Ellingson at first. Gavin Brubaker, the shortstop. Right-handed hitter from Curtis, Washington. Throw down to third base. Runners take off, and now we have runners at second and third. Two gone in the inning. Anderson comes to the plate. That's a strike. Pitch called for a ball. Gavin Brubaker looking to see if he can't extend that 6-0 lead. Bouncing ball. Pitcher throws over to first, and that will end the inning. But not before Washington Metro South makes it a 6-0 ball game. We'll be back after this timeout on Table Rock Sports.
Introducing a new way to achieve the highest level of savings. Peak Rewards. The Peak Rewards app is your roadmap to savings wherever your journey takes you. Simply by using our mobile app, you can shop for a mountain of savings in any of our convenience stores and fuel up for less. Just download the Peak Rewards app, register, find participating stations and stores near you, and start saving. With Peak Rewards, you can travel further for less. So what are you waiting for? Download Peak Rewards today and find a location near you.
Brett Haggerty, right-handed pitcher from Washington Metro South, taking his warm-ups. To get the second inning started. Bottom of the second, that is. Almost set to go. Trent Varga, wearing number 26 tonight for Washington Metro East. Varga from Issaquah, Washington. 5'9", 170 pounds. Haggerty comes to the plate, and that's called a ball. Varga playing catcher, and will do so for the first 4 innings of tonight's ball game. That ball low in the dirt. A hitter's count. That one will go in the dirt. And Varga will draw the second walk of the night for Washington Metro East. He's down at first. Now Blake Borup will be up to hit. 6'1", 220. Out of Eastlake, Washington. Haggerty comes to the plate. First pitch is fouled off. It's 0-1. Varga taking just a slight lead off of first. Ball's hit out to right field. As the out is recorded. By J.J. Goodfellow out in right field. So Borup gone. One down in the inning. One and 0 to Brendan Stein. Stein will play right field later in the game. Stein, outfielder, 6'3", 180 from Auburn, Washington. Strike from Haggerty. Runner at second with one out. Haggerty comes to the plate, swing and a miss. Stein, the hitter. Haggerty, swing and a miss, and he's out. Two gone in the inning. Noah Kimura, wearing number 23. Infielder, right-handed pitcher, 5'7", 140 from Juanita, Washington. That pitch is high and goes 1-0. He's got a man down at second. Trent Varga, who got on a walk. Pitch outside. Count now 2-0. Varga, the runner at second. You can see him with his back to you. Now he got a hitter's count. Noah Kimura, his first at-bat of the evening. That one's in the dirt. Kimura draws the walk. Now we got runners at first and third and two out. Here in the bottom of the second. Parker Nora, the hitter for Washington Metro East. Nora wearing number 28, right-handed pitcher and third baseman from Mount Si. 5'10", 170 pounds. Haggerty goes to the plate, Runner down to second. And once again, as the throw is made down to second, a run comes home. So Trent Varga gets Washington Metro East on the board. Now we also have a runner in scoring position. Hitter is Parker Nora, starting out at third this evening. Haggerty out of the stretch. And drawing the walk is Nora. Third walk of the game for Washington Metro East. So we now have runners at first and second as Charlie Sturm comes up, wearing number 24, the catcher from Jesuit, Oregon. So some Oregon representation on this team. Sturm standing in. Pair of runners on. Haggerty comes to the plate, pitches high. Haggerty with the pitch, that's a strike. Two down, 6-1 ball game. Washington Metro East threatening here. Strike two. Swing and a miss, strike three. So Washington Metro East puts a run on the board. They trail in this one 6-1.
Cellular believes everyone deserves 5G. That's why we've included 5G on all plans, no extra charge, whether you're working or playing. All U.S. Cellular plans include 5G, no extra charge. Get the new Samsung Galaxy S21 5G free with no hidden requirements. U.S. Cellular.
Get the latest 5G phones for free today at Siskiyou Cellular, an authorized agent for U.S. Cellular with 7 Valley locations. Visit souscellular.com for details.
Yeah, Washington Metro South. Coming up. Top of the third. Logan Anderson. This will be his second inning of work. for Oregon Metro East. And he'll face off against Isaiah Afwork. Afwork struck out against Johnson in the first inning. He'll foul that one off. Leadoff hitter here in the top of the third. Anderson out of the windup. Had to spend a lot of time working out of the stretch in his first inning of work. Anderson. Strike called. And that's the first out of the inning. One gone. And Amari Goodfellow, who hit a single his first time up. Anderson winds and fires. That's a ball. Now we get a little cool breeze blowing. A little welcome relief. It'll blow the smoke out of the valley, be all the better. Breeze coming from the east. And Goodfellow draws the bases on balls from Anderson. He'll go on down to first. And that'll bring up J.J. Goodfellow, who had a triple and scored his first at-bat. And he'll hit a quick, hard ball right up the middle. So we get Goodfellows in stereo. Amari at second, the lead runner. JJ now 2 for 2 on the evening. At first. One away for Alex Overbay. Ball hit foul down the third base line. Overbay drew a walk and scored his first at-bat of the evening. Okay, let's see if we're still on here. Did you see that little blip of power there for a second? Just looked like we took a little surge, but according to everything I can see here, it looks like we're still on. Runner goes down to third. And we have a double steal. So JJ and Amari, JJ at second, Amari at third. Grayson Ravial now the hitter. He'll hit a bouncing ball to third, gets it down to second, and that will end the inning. Washington Metro South gets a couple of runners, but they are unable to put them across. It's still a 6-1 ball game. We'll take a timeout, and we'll be back with more on Table Rock Sports.
Dad, I was afraid to say this to your face, but I heard you yelling again from the stands during my game. You were shouting at the coach, the refs, even the other parents. It embarrasses me when you yell at everyone. It really stresses me out. I love sports. I love my team. I just want to play, but not if you always lose your temper. Love, Katie.
Know your role. Learn more at southernoregonsports.com.
Top of the third, Brett Haggerty, who started the ball game for Washington Metro South, continues to work. Haggerty, 6'5", 210, out of North Thurston. He's had his ups and downs, but he's weathered the storms pretty well in this ball game. Coming up to hit for Washington Metro South, Dominic Longo. Haggerty on the hill. I have that long delivery, comes to the plate. First pitch is a ball. It goes 1-0. Longo playing shortstop this evening. And now the count evens up at 1-1. Haggerty, that one in the dirt. So it's Longo ahead in the count now. That pitch off target. Haggerty throw it falls behind the hitter, 3-1. That pitch off target. And Longo will take the walk. Fourth walk of the evening given up by Haggerty. Now up to hit tonight's starting pitcher, Bryce Johnson. Johnson working hard here. Washington Metro East in the navy blue uniforms. Johnson, right-handed pitcher, also a first baseman from East Lake, 6'3", 220 pounds. Threw in the first inning. Have a runner at second. That's Longo. Haggerty comes to the plate. That one fouled back. Runner at second and nobody out. Haggerty appearing to labor here in the bottom of the third. Swing and a miss. And Longo runs down to third. So the runner at third and nobody out. Johnson the strikeout victim. Go back around to the top of the order. That's Adam Kim, starting center fielder. Struck out his first time up. That pitch low, it goes 1-0. Runner at third with one down. Swing and a miss. Count even now at 1-1. Two and one now to the leadoff hitter, Kim. Pitches a ball. 3-1 now. First base open. Kim thought he had a walk. Umpire says not so fast. So now count 3-2 with one out. Comes to the plate. Fouls that one off. Lands behind us. Tell you plenty of souvenirs back there today. This is our fifth game of the day out here watching the class of 2023. Lots of contact. And Haggerty gets the K. Pitch high, ball one. Jackson Gore, who drew bases on balls in the first inning. Gore. And the men in light blue record the out. So we'll go now to the top of the fourth. 6-1 ball game in favor of Washington Metro South. And we'll be back right after these messages.
Coach, or plan to be a coach. What kind of coach do you want to be? This?
Hey! What is that? Come on, guy! You're killing me!
Or this?
I love it. I love what I see. I don't care about the mistakes. Everybody makes mistakes. Guys making millions of dollars on Sunday, they make mistakes.
Know your role. Learn more at southernoregonsports.org.
There's a time machine, not so far away, that takes you back to a world just a few streets wide, where wonder rules the day, and families are transformed. From the smallest bug-eyed explorer to that surliest know-it-all. So dive into the past and let them see the world through a simpler lens called Southern Oregon. Their adventure begins when you travel Medford.
Top of 4. New pitcher on the hill for Washington Metro East. Number 22 is Nathan Harb, 5'9", 155 pounds. As you can see, a right-hander from Inglemore. So he'll take over. And for Washington Metro South, our leadoff hitter will be Caleb McNeely. First at-bat of the ball game. Hit a single and scored. First pitch, a ball. Count 1-0. Count now 2-0. Hitters count now as Harb falls behind 3-0 on his first batter of the night. That pitch is high, and McNeely draws the walk. McNeely taking a lead off of first. Now Emilio Feliciano, who hit a double and scored. McNeely giving the pitcher something to think about. Strike one to Feliciano, playing second base this evening. Pitch is a ball. You watch McNeely over here, you can kind of see he's giving that pitcher something to think about as he edges off, taking his lead. We have now a pop-up at second base. Feliciano retired. And they'll bring up Jay O'Neill. One out on the inning, and we have a runner on first. Caleb McNeely. Pitch comes to the plate. Short hops the catcher, but he's able to hold on. Keep it in front of him. Count 1-0. Jay O'Neill bounced out to short in his first at-bat. That pitch off target. Harb, you can tell, distracted by the movements of McNeely over at first. That pitch hit foul. Count goes 2-1 to Jay O'Neill. Now in at shortstop. Swing and a miss. Two down in the inning. Now Dante Grant, top of the lineup. He has singled, scored, and walked. Also stolen a base. So a good evening for young Mr. Grant. That pitch high. Throw back to first. McNeely drives back. Grant the hitter. Ball hit out to right field. And he makes the catch. And that will end the inning. We'll go to the bottom of the fourth. And it remains a 6-1 ball game with Washington Metro South on top. We'll be back in just 30 seconds. Bottom four, Brett Haggerty, who started the game, remains on the hill. He labored a little bit last inning. We'll see how he does up here. Slated to come on in relief will be Micah Hagler. And then it looks like J.J. Goodfellow will close the game. We're about an hour and 10 minutes into this ball game. Like we've seen in many games today, a lot of the damage done early in the ball game. Haggerty. First pitch is a ball. Cole Krepchick, the hitter. Krepchick, right-hander, 5'11", 170 pounds from Deer Park. There's a strike. Haggerty, that one's low. Krupchik ahead in the count, 2-1. Well, I guess apparently that was 3-1 as now Krupchik gets on the bases on balls. So Krepchik, who struck out in his first at-bat, gets the walk here. And he's assuming an aggressive posture on the base paths as Jack Holmes, he'll hit it to the right side of the infield, throw to first, down to second, the double play. Good defensive work by Washington Metro South. 2 down on the inning. Haggerty. Ground ball to short. Throw across the infield. And the runner is out. So Haggerty makes quick work of Washington Metro East in the third. Stick around. We'll have more baseball coming your way on Table Rock Sports.
As the president of Southern Oregon University, I want you to know that you are welcome here on our lovely campus.
Hi, my name is Marjorie Trueblood Gamble, and I'm the Director of Diversity and Inclusion here at Southern Oregon University. We want you to know you are welcome here.
I'm Susan Walsh, Provost at Southern Oregon University, and you are welcome here.
Du bist hier willkommen. You are welcome here.
Yokoso.
Tu és bem-vindo aqui.
SOU 欢迎你.
तपाईँहरूलाई यहाँ स्वागत छ.
You are welcome here.
أنتم مرحبون هنا.
欢迎来到美国南俄勒冈州立大学.
ยินดีต้อนรับ.
You are welcome here.
Chào mừng bạn đến đây.
You are welcome here.
Nathan Harb comes out for another inning of work this evening. He'll get ready to take on Brett Ellingson. Ball hit down the third baseline. Ends up rolling out of play. Count goes 0-1. Ellingson scored on the first, the second run of the ball game, and drew a walk in his second at-bat. Harb having a little conversation with his catcher. Pitch called the ball, and making our way into nighttime. The lights have come on. 8:15 on this smoky, hot day here in Medford. Pitch fouled back. Count goes 1-2. Brett Ellingson. He'll foul that one off. And I guess as the baseball purist, I love the fact that they're using wood bats. And, typically in high school you're talking about using aluminum bats. But when you look to the future, you want to see how well these guys hit with a wood bat. And Ellingson goes back to the bench. That one hung up in the air for what seemed like forever. Now up is Gavin Brubaker. 0 for 2 on the day. He hit a comebacker to the pitcher in his last at-bat and then struck out in his opening at-bat of the game. Harb comes to the plate. Bouncing ball wide of third. Gavin Brubaker struck out. Two outs in the inning, and that'll bring up Isaiah Athelwork, 0 for 2 on the evening. Strikeout victim. On both his trips to the plate. Harb comes to the plate. That pitch low. Now it's a hitter's count. 2 out in the inning. And Athelwork draws the walk. He'll mosey on down to first base. With 2 out. And Amari Goodfellow, who hit a single and drew a walk. And he'll hit a base hit out to right field. So Athelwork up now in scoring position. Goodfellow with his second hit of the evening. 2 for 2, along with the walk, and now it's J.J. Goodfellow. He had a triple in his first at-bat, then a single. So J.J. and Amari Goodfellow have been good fellows for their team this evening. Washington Metro South. First pitch is a ball. Runners on first and second. 2 out in the inning. Top of the 5th. Harb, swing and a miss. That pitch. A 58-foot breaking ball. Goodfellow ahead in the count, 2-1. That one low. Now the count goes 3-1. Alex Overbay on deck. And Goodfellow draws the walk. Bases are sloshed here for Alex Overbay. He can extend that 6-1 lead. And he'll pull it down to third base. where it is taken unassisted. That will end the inning. And we go to the bottom of the fifth, where it's a 6-1 game. Washington Metro South on top.
A parent, dad in the stands yelling at his kid, trying to coach him from the bleachers, and the embarrassment on the kid's face. It looked like he was about to cry while playing the game.
I think it's very embarrassing for a student athlete to see their parents being escorted out of the gym or off the playing field.
I'd be surprised if that kid comes back to the game.
And you risk a child enjoying the game, that you rob them of the fun. You have made a bad choice.
The days grow long, and the last school bell rings, calling you to pack a bag, grab the kids, and hit the road to that fabled land of green, where adventure drifts with you on the water and carries you through the trees. So let curiosity get the best of you and take the trail less traveled to Southern Oregon. Your journey begins when you travel Medford.
Brett Haggerty, the starting pitcher. Last inning was a pretty good inning of work for him, so they're going to go ahead and stick with him. Looks like he's going to get one more inning in. First pitch is a ball. Bouncer down to third base. Yeah, it's a foul ball. Swing and a miss by Borup. Blake Borup. That pitch off target. Haggerty, that one low. Blake Borup started out the night in left field. Will wrap up the evening in center. He'll foul this one off as the count goes full. Borup leads off the inning with a walk. He'll head down to first. And that'll bring up Brendan Stein. Stein